GTA 5 released in 2013, and now in 2025, about 12 years later, we're getting GTA 6, or we should be getting GTA 6 anyway. Pokemon Sun and Moon released 2016, introduced some new Pokemon, including Araquanid. A Pokemon that has been basically on the bottom of the barrel despite being a very cool looking, interesting Pokemon. It has not been great in competitive play. We got this Pokemon in the OU tier before GTA 6. If this is not an accomplishment, I don't know what is. So if you have not been up to date with Gen 9, the usage stats dropped a couple days ago, and one of the rises was Araquanid from NU to OU. I was not lying when I said this Pokemon was on the bottom of the barrel. Basically since release it was RU in Gen 7 or Gen 7, which was the highest it got. It was BU or something in Gen 8. It was NU this gen, rose up to OU, yet Deoxys speed actually dropped to UU. We literally got Araquanid in OU higher than Deoxys speed before GTA 6. I don't know what's happening anymore. 2025, anything can happen. So unfortunately, Araquanid's role, I don't even think I'm pronouncing that name. I cannot pronounce Araquanid, that's it. Its role is not as interesting as I would have liked it to be. It's just another sticky web lead. We saw this with Rabambi as well, which rose up to OU in this gen. But now we got Araquanid as the sticky web lead of choice. Well, basically the difference between this Pokemon, it's bulkier and its typing is also different. It can survive like a lot of strong hits especially from special attackers like Dragon Bolt, Golden Go, Zapdos, and can easily get that sticky web up. It has one of the coolest abilities I think in the game, probably one of the most broken as well if it wasn't tied to this Pokemon only. I mean, it's banned in almost any ability, so it says a lot. Water attacks get increased by 2 times, cannot be burned. Fire moves are halved against this Pokemon. Crazy ability. You also got, with Surf, it can, I think, one-hit KO Great Tusk and maybe Iron Threats as well. It has a great matchup against those Rapid Spinners. Can, of course, block with Terra Ghost as well. And its defensive typing makes it naturally good against those 2 Rapid Spinners. You got Endeavor for a last hit to get the Pokemon to 1 HP. It's perfectly with Custom Berry to go first if you are below 1/4 of your HP. And Dirt to actually survive to 1 HP. Pretty cool set. You can also use Mirror Coat in this slot to hit back against the aforementioned special attackers and actually 1-hit KO them, because you do have quite some HP. So they're gonna be 1-hit KO'd. Pretty cool Pokemon. Another Pokemon that actually rose up, which I'm not the biggest fan of, is Petarant. I mean, its whole gimmick is like malignant. That move, I'm not even gonna cut that out. Malignant Jade with the 50% chance to badly poison the target with the poison puppeteer that it also confuses the Pokemon when hitting it. Why did it rise up? Well, actually has some good things going for it. First of all, it's a great spin blocker that has a great matchup against Great Tusk. Ooh, the #1 Pokemon, who guessed? With Air Balloon, it can blindly switch into that Pokemon. It has to be aware of knockoff, of course, but with its very high defense, it can actually tank quite a headlong rush, I think, easily. It's also faster than Great Tusk, which is another key factor when you're trying to spin block, of course. With Hex, it can take advantage of those poisoned Pokemon as well. Parting Shot is basically U-turn. A great pivoting move, recover to keep your health up. Allows it to stay consistent as a spin blocker throughout the game. Not to mention, it's a great check against physical attackers like Zamazenta and Ogerpon Wellspring, which have been very high up in usage. I can also wall Dragonite with the Air Balloon. If Dragonite doesn't have, if it's only running Earthquake and Extreme Speed, there's nothing Dragonite can do against this Pokemon. It's a great check against Gliscor. With Air Balloon, especially if it doesn't have knockoff. Without Air Balloon, I mean, Gliscor is not going to do a lot of damage, and you got Hex to do a lot of damage to that Gliscor. Petarant actually not that bad of a Pokemon. Who would have thought? I didn't. I did not expect this Pokemon to rise up. Another funny thing, Gotta mention it, Deoxys speed. I mean, it's not the first time it dropped to UU, but it did rise back up to OU and stay there for quite a bit. It is funny, but we got in a metagame where the power creep is insane. We got a Pokemon that was Uber for multiple generations, dominated Gen 4 OU, very good in Gen 5 OU, or Ubers, I mean, not OU. We got power creep is so far that a spider with the spider is OU, but this Pokemon with 180 speed is UU. I mean, to be fair, I mean, offensive stats, I mean, 95 special attack is weak. Like, let's be real, it's a weak stat if you're gonna go for an offensive set. It's just not powerful enough, even with Nasty Blood. Its speed, well, it's fast. These days, boosted energy Pokemon like Iron Valley can easily outspeed that, which is ridiculous to even think about. Hazard sets are, you know, not the greatest, especially with the Pokemon like Hisuian Samurott that can also get up spikes and attack at the same time, and even threaten Deoxys speed as well. It's not the greatest anymore, especially Everyday Boots is also very common, of course. Though it does have knockoff, it's just funny to see. I mean, Blissey also rose back up to OU, but I don't really care. I did hear though that Blissey was actually very low in usage in UU, so if it wasn't for its rise to OU, it would have been in RU, which is pretty funny. But I don't care about Blissey. This Pokemon rises up and drops down every so often. Nothing too surprising there. Just want to make this quick video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.